Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Centrone. Welcome to week 3. I want to go over the assignments for this week, so let's scroll on down to week 3. This week we are going to be covering medical record procedures. So let's click on the week. Here is your lecture for the week, your RISE presentation that you can work through. And then here we have your Word document that you can print up and save. I hope you are printing each of the week lectures and saving them to a folder. That way you can keep them for future reference. You may need them in upcoming courses. Here's your discussion. This week we're going to be talking about medical records and medical record storage. So you're going to be discussing what type of medical storage you would use for your practice. When we're talking about medical record storage, a lot of students will say they want to use electronic records. That is not the type of storage. You have two types of medical records, either paper records or electronic records. We want to know how you want to store them. Like paper records, we would store in a file cabinet. Electronic records, there's different ways that you store them. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. And you'll be covering that in your lecture. So that's the topic that we're going to talk about this week. This week, we're also going to be starting our portfolio project. All right. So I'm going to pull up the directions. And here we are, week 3. Remember when we went over this in week 1, we said that the 3 patients, that information that you're going to use for this week is included in your directions. So here is your week 3. Using the provided patient information below, you're going to register the 3 patients in order. So you have to make sure that you take Agatha first, then Fred, then George. You're going to do them in order. You're going to access the EHR system by clicking on the link in Blackboard, and you'll only enter patient information into the highlighted fields. Okay? These are the 3 patients. After registering the patients, you'll be prompted to generate a patient summary report. Take a screenshot of this report or save it to a PDF, and then you're going to submit this report to Blackboard. Okay? After submitting the patient report, you're going to then complete 4 short answer questions in Blackboard. These short answer questions will appear in a test format, but it's not a test. Okay? It's just the way it's formatted in Blackboard. The easiest way to do this is to answer the questions by typing them out on a Word document and then copy and pasting them into Blackboard. Okay, we're going to go over that though. So let's come on down here to your report. We're going to click on the assignment, and it's going to bring you to the link to the simulation program. Okay. So you see here it says begin, and you're going to log into your system. Now, as you see here, it says email and password. If you click on the email, as you can see, I have my Bryan and Stratton email and my personal email. You can use either one, and you can type in anything for the password. You don't need a password, and log in. Now, do you see my friend down here in the corner, in the bottom? She's going to be your helper. She is going to guide you through your whole program. She's going to tell you to click on the medical tab. So you're going to go up there and click on the create button so you can enter in your patient's information. So you're going to click on create. Enter the patient's provided information into the corresponding fields, and then use the scroll bar to scroll up and down. Okay, so remember our first patient's name was Agatha? Agatha. Okay, you're going to type in her date of birth, okay, and her social security number, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to type in her address and her city and her state and her zip code and her phone number. You're going to make sure all the blue information is typed in, and then you're going to go to her insurance tab. And you're going to type in the name of her insurance and her policy number and her group number and her group name. Okay, so you've typed in all her information and you're going to save it. So now it says click on the patient you've just created to review their information. So you're going to go up to Agatha. And you see how all her information that you just entered is in red? And it's going to show you Agatha Maroon. And here's her date of birth. Oh, I didn't put in the right birth date. I didn't put in the right social security number. If you see an error here, I want you to log out and log back in and start all over. Because if you have an error here, you've done something wrong and you're going to get it marked off. Okay? If you don't want to do that and you find that you only have one error and you're okay with that, then go ahead and turn your submission in. But you can see you can check every single thing. Okay, and you go to the insurance tab, the same thing. You can check and make sure you have this all correct before you turn it in. Once you review your patient, you've reviewed the personal in the insurance tab. Okay, you're going to go up to medical. You're going to go up to medical. You are going to go up to medical. We've reviewed it both. Go to insurance. Okay. Sometimes you have to do it twice. Make sure you review everything in medical and patient and insurance, and then go up to medical, and then you're going to create, and you're going to go to start your second person. So you pull up your directions, and your second person is Fred Brown. You're going to enter all his information. Go back into the program. You're going to do the exact same thing. All the personnel information, all the insurance information. Save it, review, go up to medical, create, enter the third patient. When you get to the end, you're going to have a patient summary report. So I'm going to go back to this. In my discussion, I have given you, this is what the patient summary report will look like. It will be filled out. It won't have the black lines. I just blank them out so you can't see the answers. But this is what it will look like. This is what you are going to turn in. You can either save it as a PDF or you can do a screenshot. Okay? And you're going to turn that in. Now, when you are using our helper here at the bottom, she will click on and off just by clicking. If you want information, her to help you, you can click on her face. If you want her to go away, you just click off. So when you go to turn in your patient summary report, you need to make sure that she is not there, okay? If that box is there, I can't see the bottom row, and points will be deducted, okay? And this is all posted in your discussion, so you'll be able to see that. All right, So you finish everything, you get a patient summary report, you take a screenshot or a PDF of it, and you submit it. Then you are going to go back and do your short answer questions. There's 4 of those. You're going to click on here. You're going to answer your 4 questions. That's the second part. And your last assignment for this week is your check-in. That is graded as 100% or 0. It's an easy 100%. I want you to let me know how you think you're doing in class. How's it going? How are you feeling so far? How am I doing? Do I need to do anything different for you? Are you understanding things? Are my videos helpful for you? Am I explaining things? Do you need me to do anything different? Okay? If at any time you need anything, please reach out to me. Email me, text me, call me. Whatever way you can get a hold of me, go ahead. I'm on the computer 7 days a week, so you will get pretty much an immediate response. If there's anything I can do to help you, please reach out. Have a great day.